Hey everyone, Derek here with a quick news update on Splatoon 2. The newest chapter of the Squid Sister Stories has been released, and it's come a lot quicker than I expected. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the chapter itself. It says, the final Splatfest rocketed the Squid Sisters to new heights of popularity. Callie and Marie went from mere Inkopolis idols to the biggest stars in Inkling society seemingly overnight. Their days became filled, from dawn till dusk, with the duties of this newfound fame. Callie and Marie still lived in the first apartment they rented upon moving to Inkopolis, and it all happened naturally when they first arrived. Being roommates made adjusting to city life easier, and besides, the two had been inseparable since they were young. But even after their finances had stabilized and they'd gotten used to the bustle of Inkopolis, they never gave a thought to living apart. They were always together, both at work and at play. After releasing their first solo recordings, though, their work began to take them down separate paths more frequently. Callie, true to her outgoing nature, began to make guest appearances on variety shows. Filming would often continue late into the night, and many days she didn't return home at all. Marie received critical praise for her recording of Tide Goes Out and became a frequent guest on music shows, in addition to performing live concerts on her own. Up to this point, whether heading out for the day or coming home at night, the two had always been together. Now though, their different schedules meant they didn't see each other as often, even on their days off. They spent more and more time apart with each passing day. Now this is interesting because it seems the Splatfest itself didn't cause the rift between the two sisters, or cousins as it were. Instead, it caused them to become even more famous and grow apart because their careers took them on different paths. And that's kind of interesting because, again, we saw Callie on her own, and during an analysis I thought I spotted a poster of Callie on her own as well, and that would match up with this idea of them recording their own separate albums or music, or even going on different shows. And so it's actually kind of interesting to see how they grew apart. Now the thing that has us really curious is how quickly this chapter came out compared to the prologue. I wasn't expecting another one of these for a few weeks at the very least, but it seems like they'll be a lot more frequent. And if the game doesn't come out until July, these might end way before that, which could mean that these are counting down to a new trailer that details what happened to Callie Marie and what their roles are in Splatoon 2. Now this is of course just conjecture, I could be completely wrong, but it does feel a little early to talk about all this unless there's a lot of story to tell about the seeming breakup of the Squid Sisters. But we'll have to see what happens next in Chapter 2, but what do you guys think about the events of Chapter 1? Let us know in the comments, and of course be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Splatoon and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye!